Yeah, hey everybody, this is Marty Mangello at the United States Presidential Service Center, coming to you from having served 6 presidents now, and Dr. David Evans is doing a fantastic job with the PIC TV network. Be sure to check out all the offerings on PIC TV. Go crazy, hit up about 10, 20, 30, 40 channels. The more support, the more watching, the more it grows, the better it does. And it is doing good, isn't it? It's a great thing that we all need more of in this world. Thank you so much. And don't forget, think PIC TV.
Hey everybody, this is David Evans from Washington, D.C. We are getting ready for the biggest night on television on the PIC TV network. It's our 2nd anniversary, popping and rocking. And we are excited, delighted, blessed, and impressed. And I have with us today Dr. Annette West. She's going to be getting the award. Matter of fact, double awards. And also my main man, our right-hand man, Sean Gresham, book author here today, popping and rocking with me. Hey, how you doing, Dr. West?
Good evening, everyone. Hey, Dr. David Evans. Good to see you.
Hello, Dr. Evans.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you. I'm fired up because this is our anniversary. This is the biggest night in history on Black Friday. You guys are going to be getting awards. Oh, shit. All right there. All right there. We got these awards. We got the this is our version of the Oscars. This is the PIC TV awards. Dr. West, you got something coming like this. Sean, you got something. This is the PIC TV network. Mega Awards, Meeting East Golden Assignment. And then we have the PIC TV network Community Heroes. People are doing great things. And I'm excited. This is our 1st anniversary where we're doing awards. And Dr. West, you're going to get something about Kenya and Africa. You have a mega award. Talk about what your experience was and how you feel about being on the PIC TV network.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. David Evans. Let me just say what a blessing it is to be a part of the PIC TV community. Just to see the vibrant development that is happening with PIC TV, just to see that we now have a Black network with Dr. David Evans as the CEO. He's always out here moving and shaking, trying to get things in place. Excited to know that there's over 60 channels already on his Roku station. And I'm telling you, just more to come. I'm excited about the awards ceremony. I am being honored for 3 different ones, I believe, but just to have my name called is just a blessing. Okay. I don't need anything to go with it. That's just a blessing in itself. And, some of my community work involves logistically outside of my local community. I do mission work in Kakamega, Kenya, and Nairobi, Kenya, in India, and in Nigeria. So I have missions in different places. Also helped us start a mission school in Kenya. And so we just came back off a mission trip about 4 weeks ago, and thankful Dr. David Evans gave us the opportunity to come on here and share about the mission before we went. And so that was a great blessing. We just had a wonderful experience with our people. Okay. Yes. The only difference between here and there to me was that they spoke their language, but they still spoke English, but they spoke their language. Really, that was the only difference. I mean, we are people everywhere we go. I'm excited, today, because Sean is here also, and Sean is one of the PIC TV managers, and it's just a blessing to have him on the platform with me. We're excited to be a part of what's happening in this season. And the fact that there are already over 2 million viewers just this year on PIC TV. Listen, this is a network in its infancy, to already have 67 channels, to already be over 2 million viewers this year. So you know what? It can only go up from here. Prosperity is in Dr. David's hands, and in everybody who is connected to PIC TV. Sean, I'm going to throw it over to you real quick. What do you want to say?
Wow, I am so excited to be on the same platform as you, Dr. West. You're doing great things in Africa. Wow, you went to Kenya, Africa. That is so awesome. Wow. And I am receiving a community service award as well. There's nothing more rewarding in giving. It is a blessing to give than to receive. And it's great to also be a part of the PIC TV network family, and wow, 2 million viewers in 2 years, in a short period of time. Wow, Dr. Evans, you're one phenomenal somebody, and as we say in the church, you want to sow into fertile ground. People, PIC TV is fertile ground. 60 channels. Once again, in 2 years, as the millennials say, where do you do that at? So I'm excited to be a part of the PIC TV network. I'm excited for Black Friday. I'm excited for my fellow managers to receive their awards, and well, it's on and up from here.
Yes.
Back to you, Dr. West or Dr. Evans.
So let me just say, I want to remind everybody, if you don't know, let me say it again. It is Black Friday. The awards are the mega awards. The mega awards is Black Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find us on Roku, PIC TV Network. You can find us on YouTube, PIC TV Network, Facebook, PIC TV Network, LinkedIn, PIC TV Network. I'm sure we're on some other platforms too. But listen, you have no excuse not to see us on Friday. So
and we're all over the world.
Come on, put it on your calendar. Don't hesitate. Get it on your calendar right now. PIC TV Network. Over to you, Dr. David Evans.
These awards, Dr. West, I talked to Patty from New York. She said, Dr. Evans, I'm so happy. I never received the award before. Another person said, I never received the award. Even when they graduated from high school or whatever, I never received. I want you to talk about, Dr. West, 2 things. I want you to talk about your books and also about your services you provide and how you develop that. But then I want you to talk a little bit about Kenya again, because we've never been there. I want you to talk about how the pastors and the travel. I want you to take a minute, because this is why you're going to get your award. People don't understand. You flew over there with 3 people, and then we're hoping they can come on too. Give us that experience from getting on the airport, that cold part when you were talking about. You was there, I think in Germany or somewhere. It got cold, and Dr. West, and I'm feeling good. I'm coming back from COVID, y'all. I had COVID, but I'm completely healed from COVID.
Yes,
my energy is back. But Dr. West, I want you to talk about that for a minute, because our audience never been there. Take us there for a second.
Sure, I'd be happy to. So one of the things about traveling to some of these countries, it's not for the faint of heart. If you're going to get weary, it's not the kind of trip to make. Our trip took us about 29 hours to go from here to our first destination. So that was just to get to Kenya. We were on 4 different planes. 9 hours on 2 of those planes, 9 hours and 9 hours on 2 different planes. So 18 of our hours were spent on 2 planes. So we were on 4 planes in between, sitting in the airports. But some of the uncomfortable things that we have to endure to go to do the work, being on planes, cramped on planes sometimes, legs getting cramped up, but knowing why you're doing what you're doing, knowing what you have been called to do, knowing that you are being intentional about what the Lord is calling you to do. So I've known since I was a little girl that my mission was going to be in Africa. Don't ask me how. I don't know. I just always knew I would be in Africa. Didn't know even where I am now is not where I was going. This is how God works. I was going to Sierra Leone. I was going to West Africa. I was going to West Africa. Y'all, that's only about 4,500 miles from the US where I live in South Carolina. That's where I was going. And guess what happened that prevented us from going? Ebola hit. And we could not go to Sierra Leone. But we could do a couple of things. The first one was we could say, well, I guess we won't be going because we can't go there. But no, we said, God, where do you want us to go? And we wind up going to Kenya. So Lord, y'all listen. So we went from 4,500 miles to over 9,400 miles. So our distance was doubled. When the word talks about going to the uttermost parts of the earth, that's exactly where we wound up being, the uttermost parts of the earth. And, it was just a blessing to go there. When we went in, I guess this mission has been going on for maybe about 12 years. We helped them start their school, get their school built up. When we went in 2015, there were 95 students. It's 2022. There are 532 students. So there has been massive growth. Things that were not in place when we went, we've helped them with the logistics to get those things. They now have a water barrel. They now have a well that is dug. Then listen, y'all, this is not masses of people supporting this. This is just people connected to the ministry that God has given to me to move forward in. Just imagine if everybody did a little bit. It doesn't really take a lot if everybody does something. And so I get excited. Like I said, the people are people everywhere you go. I mean, just the fellowship, the love. I mean, we felt so connected to our people soon as we got there. I mean, met some in the airport. We didn't know them. They were just being gracious to us, helped us get through a little situation. But God will make sure that your path runs smooth so that you can get to and do. So we've spent 14 days between Nairobi, Kenya, and Kakamega, Kenya. So we were in Nairobi, Kenya every day. Listen, we worked. But the kind of work that we did was teaching. They said, if we have the resources, we are highly intelligent, we know how to build. What we need is teaching. We want to be taught leadership skills. We want to be taught the Bible because we're limited in our understanding. We want our teachers to gain resources. So that's what we did. The team that went with me, we taught every day. We were there 14 days. We taught for 12 days. 12 days. In the morning, we were teaching, and sometimes in the morning at night, we'd be in 2 different locations teaching. And we were just received. I mean, to hear one of the higher echelon leaders say, we needed to hear this. We needed to sit down and listen to some teaching and not all of that other movement. So our goal was to go there and to teach them. That's what we did. We taught the children. We had classes for the children. We had classes for the teachers. We had classes for the leaders. We had leaders coming in. Bible school came in and sat under the teaching. I mean, we just had a wonderful time just pouring into the people there. Listen, we danced with the children, hung out. I mean, just had great conversations. It was wonderful. I'm telling you, the food there is good food, clean food, y'all, clean food. Okay, that chicken might have just got his neck wrung before it got to your table. Okay, them vegetables probably came right out there from that garden many times, but you could tell the difference in, in the community. And even though we were amongst some very poor people that lives in the slums, many times people that lived in what they call tent city, not tent, but 10 city. They would go out and find pieces of wood, 10 or whatever they could find, and they started building one, and then somebody came and built the rest onto it, so they'd have a little room to sleep in, and then so they got these rows of 10 houses, and anything they can find, that's what they use to build, to live in. So we have it. Even though I've seen poor people here in the U.S. and I've seen homeless people, the magnitude that we saw in Africa was at such a high level. I mean, lots of poor people, congested areas. But what we saw is that even though the people are poor to a great degree, just the joy that they had, just the joy that they would talk about God and never felt that they were lacking anything because they had God, and just to hear so freely. And one of the things is, I forgot the name of their new president, but they have a new president this year who ran on keeping Christianity in the country, whereas the opponent wanted to take Christianity out. Yes. And they were fearful that if he won, that there would be a lot of unrest, that there would be a lot of people attacking people and fighting and stuff like that. So they had times of prayer. Communities and churches in the U.S. were also in agreement with them and praying. And the gentleman won the election, and there was no fighting. Amen. Which was like almost unheard of. It was no fighting. And so he has some great things in place. Where I went in 2015, there was no water, there was no electricity. So that meant anything we did, we had to do it by about 4:00 in the day. And then head back to our destinations. But now they have running water. Now they have electricity. Now they even have the internet at our school at the uttermost part. So God has been really opening up some beautiful doors for this community, for the communities. And I just consider myself, just blessed to be a part of what God is doing there. It's not me doing, I'm just doing what I believe anybody else would do. It's not about me. I don't want to make it about me. They want, we want to put your picture of your family, but it's not about me. You don't need a picture of me. I will just do what I am called to do. And I believe if we would all do what we are called to do, purpose to do. And as Dr. David Evans says, I might not be able to go to Kenya with you, but my money can go with you. So I just want to, thank those from the PIC TV network community that sold into the mission and us to go forward and do the things that we're called to do. Back over to you, Dr. David Evans.
No, I want to do this. I want everybody to hear that. This is why she's getting this award, and she's going to get double awards. She's earned these awards on Black Friday, folks. We're just going to hand it to her, and she's going to just switch over, take it over. We're going to have Shaw here. There you go. Right to the screen. This is our PIC TV Network Community Heroes Award. We have also the Mega Award, and we have, these awards are ready to go. We have over 30 people we're going to honor on Black Friday, and I'm excited, Sean, that you have been my right-hand man, helping me to get this off, man. You do stuff on comedy, you're a book author. We're going to talk a little bit about your book in a few minutes, then we're going to go over to our next studio. We got a next studio at 8:30. You guys can pop over there to the 8:30 audience. Sean, can you just talk about your book for a minute, man, and let everybody know what you do?
Yes. I'm an actor, singer, author. I released my first novel entitled The Journey of Barbara Rose back in 2020 at the tail beginning of the pandemic. It's about Barbara Rose is a overweight singer who finds worldly success, but there's a void that is missing in her life, and that void is Jesus. The inspiration. There are four singers who inspired me to write Barbara Rose, Etta James, Aretha Franklin, and let's see, Mama Cass Elliott. She was the singer in The Mamas and the Papas, and Lulu Roman, who was a part of the TV show Hee Haw. And all four of those women were heavy set. I think out of the four women I mentioned, only Lulu is still with us. Go to authorhouse.com and get you a copy. Get you a copy. Please get you a copy. I will be eternally grateful to you. And thank you, Dr. Evans, for allowing me to talk about it. We, on a quarterly basis, the PIC TV network does a book fair. And all you upcoming authors, please reach out to us to be featured. Please come on to the PIC TV network and feature your book. One of our other managers, Melvise Johnson, she came onto the PIC TV network. She blew up. She's booked. So, like I said before, PIC TV network is fertile ground. You better jump on this.
Hey, thank you, Sean. Thank you. And those of you who are listening and watching right now, if you want to give to help our network, right beside Dr. West, Dr. West, go to that, right beside, before the point up, Dr. West, right beside you is the QR code on the other side. Right there is that QR code. This is how you guys can support our network. Get ready right now. Scan that QR code. These are investors. Dr. West is an investor. She has so many people to come on PIC TV network. She gives to our network. She's been on our Gospel Life channel, book channel, Spotlight, along with Sean. That's why they're getting all these awards. Y'all gotta get some extra hands. I don't know how y'all gonna what y'all gonna do, man? I mean, all these awards, on Black Friday, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be epic. We got people all over. We're gonna go into Studio B. We're gonna close out this segment. We're gonna run over to Studio B. They're gonna come back on the 8:30 segment, folks. We're watching a special presentation on the PIC TV network. We're promoting our anniversary on Black Friday. We want you to be our special guest, 8:30, right here on this platform. We're gonna go into the next studio. We'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. Thank you for your time.